right, studio time check says it's 38 minutes past 6 a.m. Good morning to you, dear listener. Thank you for tuning to Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio. I'll start off with an apology. This show is coming a little bit behind time. Thank you so much for your patience and for staying with us. But we can ensure you that it'll be a wonderful time right here on Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Okay, so welcome, good morning, and thank you for tuning in. Today's the 25th day in November 2025. December is, chasing hotly on the heels of November, and Christmas is almost here. And what does that tell you? It tells you that we're almost in the last month of the year, and we should be eternally grateful to God for, seeing us through this year. It's been a very somehow year. It's been a weird year for many people, what with insecurity, economic downturn, poverty, but we're still standing. And you know how they say that where there's life, there is still hope. I also believe in that, and you should too. Good morning once again. Thank you for joining us. The program is Perspectives Unlimited on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio, your number one family radio in the whole of Oyo State. We're broadcasting live from the Wells Broadcasting House located along Alaafin Avenue, Oluyole State, Ibadan. That's where we're broadcasting from this morning and every other day. We'd like you to follow us on all our social media platforms. We're on Facebook at Wells Radio 893 FM fan page. We're on X. We're also on Instagram, at TikTok at Wells Radio 893. You can listen directly via our website www.wellsradio893.com, or you can find us via any other radio directory, radiogarden.com, onlineradiobox.net, and so on and so forth. You'll be able to listen to us. Good morning once again, and thank you for tuning in. This morning on Perspectives Unlimited, we're taking a look at headlines and stories making the rounds across the different dailies in Nigeria, taking a look at the headlines and helping you make sense of the stories. All right, this morning we have the front page of the Punch newspaper, the Daily Trust newspaper, and the Nigerian Tribune newspaper before us this morning, and we're taking a look at those dailies respectively. We'll start with the Punch newspaper front page, where the lead headline says kidnapping crisis. Governors convene emergency session, school lockdowns rise. 19 northern governors to meet. Southwest plans forest surveillance. Unions fault lockdowns. Tinubu rejects mercenaries. You find that on pages 2 and 19 of the Punch newspaper. 2027 presidency, Atiku's ADC registration sparks storm. That's on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. More headlines. Wike Turaki's camps differ on PDP secretariat reopening. That story is on page 19 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Taking more headlines. Strike. ASUNEC to review federal government's final terms on Wednesday. That's on page 7. More headlines. NSA launches 2025 to 2030 counter-terror plan. You find that on page 19 of the Punch newspaper. Let's see more headlines. UK rejects Nigeria's request to repatriate Ekweremadu. That's on page 19. Osun 2026, Adeleke set to announce re-election platform. That's on page 19 as well. Inflation, MPC may cut interest rate again today. That's on page 25. Constitution review moves to 36 state assemblies. That's on page 22. And finally, police tighten security in Lagos schools, worship centers. That's on page 5 of the Punch newspaper this morning. More headlines on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Insecurity. Southwest governors advocate enhanced forest surveillance. Want federal government to deploy forest guards across region to set up regional security fund, intelligence sharing system. Demand state police now. Express concern on unregulated interstate migration. That's on page 4 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. More headlines. On the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, infrastructure takes lead as Makinde proposes 891.99 billion naira appropriation bill for 2026. Pledges fair, humane approach to circular road issue, vows compensation, resettlement options. That's on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune. NNPCL declares 5.4 trillion naira profit after tax for 2024. That's on page 5. New research confirms HIPV vaccination prevents cervical cancer. That's on page 30 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning. I believe that should be HPV. But we'll move on to the Daily Trust newspaper front page. Military's approach to insecurity not working, says Kebbi governor. Amnesty, abductions threaten education in North. That's what is on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper, continued on pages 3 and 4. More headlines. Ground rent defaulters risk losing properties from Wednesday. Wike warns. That's on page 16. Now, police ban sale of firecrackers ahead Ember Month's festivities. That's on page 16. That's what we know as Banga. More headlines. Wife allegedly stabs husband to death 3 days after wedding. That story is on page 7 of the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. And that's about it. We'll look at more and more headlines as we move on. And I'll welcome our analyst on the show, Mr. Chukwemeka. So good morning to you.
Good morning, Bola.
How do you do?
I'm okay, by the special grace of God.
Is this time around, it requires the special grace of God.
Yes, it requires special grace of God for you to be okay in Nigeria of today. Without the grace of God, you are not okay. You are just assuming to be okay.
All right. Police, this is not the first time that police will ban the sale of firecracker heads, which we colloquially know as banga.
Banga.
This is not the first time that we hear. I've been hearing this since I was, I think, 7 years old. Because I actually remember the first time I heard it, I was so devastated that, oh no, you mean we're not going to? But fast forward to December, and I still saw many people buying and selling banga.
And
in fact, it was before then. I knew the 3 sound, 4 sound. But by that, when it was as if it was when they banned it, that the people who were manufacturing it started to get even more innovative, and then we started to get 10 sound, 12 sound. You know, and people still buying and selling, trading it openly,
and even importing it. You see, Bola, the issue is that because of the precarious times we are in right now, you see, we have denied our children their childhood.
I was going to say that because Christmas is synonymous
with the banga.
With banga, and then there's this other light that Yoruba people will call it no long. I don't know the English, unfortunately. You know, but
you see, when I was growing up in the late 60s and 70s, we had a different one altogether. It's like a toy gun. We put something like this thing, cock, that is reddish. We put it on top of the gun. You shoot it, real gun, but it cannot wound. That's what we enjoyed. You understand? And we didn't have all these police coming out to ban and everything. We allowed to play with those things because it was fun, you know, especially during festivities like Christmas. But because of the strange times we are in right now, police, we have to come down on such things. You know why? A lot of people are apprehensive. You understand? A lot of people have lost what it takes to be normal. So any sound of banger will trigger off a lot of things in them. And we don't even know which one is gone, because they are. You know,
I agree with you because was it the day before yesterday? I heard someone scream in my compound, and you know, my first instinct was to lock my door and tell my children, go inside, go inside. And then I now said, oh, someone could actually be in danger. And then I peeped outside. I said, oh, no problem, You know, and to me, I felt a bit ashamed because my first instinct was to lock the door.
No, that's the first law of nature. Safety first. You understand? So you don't blame police for banning those things.
But let's now take a look at it's one thing to ban. It's another thing to enforce the ban. That's why I brought this up. For years and years, the Nigerian police force has said we don't want firecracker, heads. We don't want banger anymore. During Christmas, during Easter, or whatever, but they've not been able to enforce it. If the Nigerian police cannot enforce something as mundane as this,
okay, let me take you back to something, Bola. When you talk of enforcement, that is where we fail abysmally as a country. There's no enforcement. There's no discipline. Nigeria is an organized, indisciplined society. Let me say the president came out yesterday withdraw 100,000 policemen from VIPs. That thing is theater.
Because
It
this
can
is not
never
the
be
first
enforced.
time.
I'm coming.
This is not even the first time that it's been
it
said.
will never be enforced. The president has said it. He has gone to bed. The police authorities will not obey that order. You know why? They make money out of that thing, which the money that does not go to the government. I will tell you, because when you lease policemen, it's lease them to big men. You think it's just like that? And don't forget that when the policemen are attached to a VIP, the upkeep of that policeman is for the VIP will take care of that VIP. The VIP will take care of that policeman. Everything down to his toothpaste, everything about him. The policeman the VIP will take care of him. So to them, is a way of increasing.
Oh, so now is the NSCDC that will be enjoying that now?
Yes, and the police will not even do that. Let me tell you something. We have so much devalued presidency in Nigeria. It didn't start with this government. That president will say something nobody cares about. He won't follow up. Safe. Buhari, when he was in power, gave order that a certain inspector of police should go to Benue State. He didn't even go, and Buhari didn't even know. It was journalists that went on. What happened? Instead of him to sack the man, he still left the man. So we have devalued whatever that is called authority in Nigeria. That thing Tinubu said is the right thing to say. But police will never enforce that thing. That is where the enforcement comes in right now. We are talking of Banga. Yes, Banga will still be sold. Enforcement will be zero because we are a society that hates discipline. There's no discipline here.
All right. Please, to our dear listeners, even if it's selling in your area, warn your children. Because I always say it again, when it comes to things like this, if there are sellers but there are no buyers, the sellers will have no choice than to, stop selling it. So please and please.
But this thing, did it fall from the sky? Is it not somebody
it's also manufactured
is it not somebody that cleared it at the
imported?
port? Somebody cleared it. Is it not somebody that cleared it and brought it in? Nigeria don't produce that thing. You all come from China. You understand? So who cleared it? Who gave the order? Who? That's why I'm telling you that this is the bazaar. It's an open sesame. Nothing is.
Let's move to that phrase. Who gave the order? I'll take the story on the Punch newspaper this morning. The headline says, kidnapping crisis. Governors convene emergency session. School lockdown rise. Before I read this, please don't buy Banga. Please, and please stay away from it. Tell your children. Don't give them money to buy it. Let them find some other form of entertainment this December. Now, in response to the escalating security crisis in the region, the 19 northern governors have scheduled an emergency meeting for November 29, 2025 to be held in Kaduna State. The planned meeting is coming on the heels of a parley by the Southwest governors, which took place at the Oyo State Governor's office in Ibadan on Monday. The Southwest governors resolved that it was time for the creation of state police to address the growing incidents of bandit attacks. The senior special assistant to Governor Abdullahi Sule of Nasarawa State, Peter Ahemba, confirmed Saturday's meeting by the northern governors to Punch correspondents in Lafia, the state capital, on Monday, as concerns spiked over the closure of schools by the authorities. Ahemba explained that the northern governors meeting would deliberate on concrete steps that could be taken to address the rising wave of kidnapping, banditry, and other forms of security threats in the zone. Of course, goes without saying that in recent times, the northern region has witnessed an increase in attacks on educational institutions, and now several state governments have temporarily closed schools, including the federal government closing the unity schools across the country. These children are just about to write exams. My children are writing the examinations, and many other children as well, hoping to go on holidays next week or around like 11th, 12th of December. The Kebbi State governor, when these children were abducted into school, I watched his speech on TV, and he asked a clear question. He said, he made a statement and left a question hanging at the end. He said that they already had security operatives who had been deployed to the school and to the surrounding areas, and that 30 minutes before they left, and he said, who gave the order? That's not the first time we're hearing that question in Nigeria. We heard it during the administration of President Goodluck Jonathan for not for the Chibok girls. We also heard it during NSAS, and now we're hearing it now.
But let me.
But there seems to be in all
No
of
answer.
the things that the president has been saying, you know, and people in government and even the military, we haven't heard an answer.
You can't have an answer because they are all complicit. You understand? This is a game. This what we are dealing with in Nigeria is deeper than what we are looking at. Far, far deeper, and it is very, very deadly and satanic. You can't have an answer. These people are asking questions that nobody will answer because you will not. If you answer that, you won't even know how to answer that question because the question is begging for answer, but there will be no answer. That is where Nigeria is right now, and it takes the global outrage for Nigerians to know that we have all along been under the canopy of bloodshed by savages which our so-called leaders have entered into peace deals with. How can you enter peace deal with people who are always thinking of how to shed more blood, even while sitting with you on the so-called table, plotting all your graph for peace? It can't work. This is a wake-up call for our leaders because this question the governor asks, many people have asked that question in so many ways and nobody has given an answer, which means there is something deeper than they are not telling us. Or let me even ask you something. There was one minister under Buhari that spearheaded this NIL, everything. When we did all that we did, why is it that till today, they told us before we went for this NIL, BVS, before they called that BV, this thing they asked you for bank before the open bank account for you. Is it BVN. BVN. We did all that. What did they tell us? Oh, once you do this, it will be easy to track terrorists, easy to track kidnappers. Has anybody been tracked? Nigeria is a case study of complicity, and everybody is keeping quiet, and everybody believes that you can't wish away any problem. You can't. You must tackle the problem headlong before you find solution. Unless we take the bull by the horns, there will be no solution. Unless we are transparent and honest in dealing with this country. Brother, as my sister, let me tell you something. What we are seeing is deeper than what we are reading.
Let me ask you, the Southwest governors, it's not new because they've been saying this for a while, which birthed Oduekun. They've been talking about the need for state police. Do you think that having state police at this point will be a solution?
Look, Bola, having state police will not be the cure-all to our hydra-headed insecurity problem, but it's a step in the right direction. And you ask yourself, why is the federal government deliberately tiptoeing around the issues of state police? Why? When you know full well that, look, if we add this, it may even mitigate whatever that is going on in the country, but they're not looking in that direction. The IGP came and told the president that, no, we don't need state police. All we need is police funding. And we know what funding means in Nigeria. More money to be wasted. More money. Give us more money. We have given you, look, go and check how much we have spent on security. The more we spend, the more insecure we are. Corruption. So if the Southwest governors are now making, before, they were foot dragging on that state police. Many of them did not even support the Oduekun. That's the hypocrite. No, the Lagos state government to support it. Go and check. He didn't support it. The person that spearheaded it most was the late Akeredolu. May God bless his memory. Who was the one who supported Ahmad. He was the one at the forefront. You understand? Others were just reading the body language of the president to know whether we should. At the end of the day, the people now they are now coming to realize that state police will be actionable, will be something that they can even ask for. If we ask for state police right now, it is already too late in the day, but it is the right direction. Not only state police, we are going to have local government police. And I keep saying it. If there is state police in Kebbi State, do you think these savages will come in to go to a boarding school and pick our children like poultry bird and walk inside the bush?
Do you think that we see what the federal police is? We see what the
forget about. I'm coming.
The question I'm asking is: do you think that they'd be strong enough to repel?
We have to start from whether they are strong enough or not. The knowledge that there are people on the ground who can monitor you is even enough. Now, each state will have its own police. That is even part of the federalism. But because what we are practicing here is hybrid, You understand? State police is the sine qua non for every federal structure in all over the world, and plus local government police. Look, if we have state police, who do you recruit? You can't go to Anambra and take somebody to go and safeguard the KB state. He doesn't know the terrain. He doesn't know the language. You will get people from that community. They know the area. You enter there, they know you, that you are not part of us. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why government is shying away from state police is because of this supremacist narrative that, look, we don't want people to be so strong that they can challenge anybody.
Looking at what happened at the PDP's Wadata Plaza in Abuja, imagine that we had state police.
Look, Bola, all those things will happen. Now, the federal police, look, let me even shock you. When there was an issue in Ile-Ife, sometime many years ago, it took Abuja, somebody had to call from Abuja, they carried those people from Ile-Ife to Abuja. Is it supposed to be like that? In a country as big as Nigeria? We know what to do. And do you know that the good book says, he that knows what to do and does not do it. So look, what we are even witnessing in Nigeria is no longer is an irresponsible way of people look at things and believe that this thing will go away. No problem goes away if you don't solve it, if you don't tackle it headlong. Insecurity is our problem, and we cannot attract any meaningful development in our country if we are not secured. Nobody will come here with his money to put in an economy where children are kidnapped, people are roasted in the name of religion, and nobody keeps quiet, and even lawyers will come out to defend a murderer. Where is it done all over the world?
All right. Thank you for that, Chukwemeka. We need to take a short break in a moment to pay some bills, but when we come back, we'll continue because we still have so many things to talk about. Our governor presented the budget yesterday, and we need to talk about it for the good of the people of Oyo State. It's still Perspectives Unlimited on Wells Radio 89.3 FM. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
How long will it take you to confirm payment? I have been waiting for the past 1 hour.
I'm so sorry. Our network is slow. I will just run out of data.
Same excuse yesterday. It is unacceptable, please. You better switch to One Data Internet Service.
One Data?
Yes, One Data. One Data is an internet service provider with the best alternative and solution for unlimited speed. One Data provides fast and reliable internet service to organizations, homes, and places of interest in Nigeria. With One Data, you get to enjoy the premium internet service with dedicated unlimited internet speed at all times, 24/7 fantastic customer service and support, and you enjoy a 1-month free subscription when you make payment. Now is the time to say goodbye to downtimes. Sign up with One Data today on 0811 223 2671 or visit www.onedata.ng for more inquiries. One Data, unlimited speed.
It's that time of the year again as CEO comedian Marikina Fun Place presents the 9th edition of the Pace Center's Entertainment and Recognition Award, ERA 2025. Let's celebrate indigents and residents of Oyo State who are doing incredibly well in their chosen careers. On Sunday, the 7th of December at MOV 21 Event Center, Ring Road, Ibadan. Get ready to welcome top celebrities in the entertainment industry. Red carpet, 3 p.m. Main event, 5 p.m. Gate fee, 5,000 naira regular. VIP, 20,000 naira. Table of 10, 500,000 naira. And the platinum table, 1 million naira. For sponsorship and inquiries, please call 070-3106-0400 or 080-332-12750. PERA 2025, celebrating ingenuity. This event is proudly supported by Paradise Bank and refreshed by Goldberg and Maltina.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The general public is hereby advised to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Verify the licensing status of such schemes on this website websites www.cbn.gov.ng, www.nicom.gov.ng, www.pencom.gov.ng, www.sec.gov.ng, www.fsrcc.gov.ng. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call CBN 0817 665 7060, 0707 338 4828, SEC 0209 462 1168. Announcer, FSRCC.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Daddy, hear that music. Christmas is coming.
I can hear it too. Are you ready for this year's Christmas?
Only if I can meet for that Christmas for real. Not the cartoon, not the TV, but the real one.
So you want the real Father Christmas?
Yes, Daddy. The one that talks and laughs like ho ho ho.
Then get ready because we are going somewhere special this year.
Where? Tell me now.
Yes, Father Christmas is here again. It's the Wells Radio 89.3 FM Father Christmas Fiesta 2025. 3 beautiful days of joy, color, laughter, and unforgettable family moments. Date 11th, 12th, and 13th December 2025. Time 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Venue Wells Radio 89.3 FM Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. Bring your children for a heartwarming Christmas experience. Fun activities, exciting games, beautiful memories, and loads of gifts to be won. Gate fee 4,000 naira only. Tickets are now available for sale. You can now book in advance ahead of the event days. To reserve your ticket, please call 0903 936 8185. Sponsored by Juniors International and Christ Ambassadors International Group of Schools, Zoe Specialist Mission Hospital, supported by Omoyo Property and Management Consult, Honeydew Restaurant, Oluyole, Ibadan, Chalk Boy, Comfort Kitchen, Alpha Photos, Challenge Ibadan, Jasper Creative, Big Apple Schools, Olukunle Junction, Ibadan, J Crown Stores, Orogun, Ibadan, Bamraj Food and Beverage Nigeria Limited, Leadway Victory School, Orogun, Ibadan, Olumes Dimes Plaza, Are Junction, Ibadan, Brunel Supermarket, Oluyole Estate, Friendly Top Filling Station, Oluyole Estate, and JP Ugochem Nigerian Enterprises. Wells Radio Father Christmas Fiesta 2025, where the fun of Christmas becomes real.
Daddy, I can't wait to tell him my story.
And he's ready to hear it, my love. Boost your business with Wells Radio 89.3 FM. In a competitive world of business, strategic brand and product positioning is key to growth. Don't remain unseen in the shadows. Shine a spotlight on your brand with Wells Radio 89.3 FM today. Why Wells Radio? We are your state's #1 family radio station. We connect with the heart of families in your state. As the smallest unit of the society, families trust Wells Radio for quality content and information. Visit us today along Alafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. Our white and blue building just before Sharp Corner ensures your business won't go unnoticed. Advertise with us today. Call our marketing office on 0903 936 8185. Call Toby on 0803 509 3394. Ayo on 0706 840-7359. Take the leap today. Let Wells Radio 89.3 FM be the megaphone for your business success. You won't regret it.
All right, you're welcome back. It's 7 minutes past 7 a.m. It's still the 25th day in November of 2025. You're welcome back. It's Perspectives Unlimited on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio. We're still taking a look at headlines and stories making the rounds across the different dailies in Nigeria. And we want you to be a part of the conversation this morning. Join us on the show. How do you do that? By calling the studio lines 0916 893 1000, 0915 333 4893 and 0911 3333893. I'll take the numbers again: 0916 893 1000, 0915 333 4893 and 0911 3333893. Be a part of the conversation this morning by phoning in. You can also drop your comments on our Facebook fan page, Wells Radio 893 FM fan page, where we're currently live. Let's take a look at more stories. We already talked about we have a call. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning,
good morning, Wells Radio.
Good morning, sir. Your name and where you're calling from?
All right, ma. Thank you very much. My name is Salami. I'm calling from my Watson. Good morning, Mr. Chukwemeka.
Good morning, Salami.
All right, sir. God bless you. Mr. Chukwemeka, God bless you for your analysis on the ban of the sale of Christmas banger at the Madama, as rightly put it. Yes. You see, Mr. Chukwemeka, I like your analysis, because your analysis anchors more on the need to support the police and the government struggle in ending the insecurity in this country. Honestly speaking, is very, very good. You see, for me, I believe Nigeria has gotten to a situation whereby we just have to kind of support the government in whatever way and the sacrifice that can be made to assist the government in solving this problem. Whether you like it or not, my brother, we are getting to the level now that any kind of God, even before you know it, banger, the heart jumps, honestly speaking, as if, where is it coming from? They've come, what this, and before you know it, some people can easily react to things like that and develop hypertension, this and that. That's just it. And to the woman there, to the anchor woman, what she has said is very, very correct. We all enjoyed it those days. We call it, long Christmas lights and what it's called. I remember, yes, I can still find the scars on my arm because I think we'll be running around the compound. I'm a Muslim, but then it's like we go together in the compound at Bolanle. So we were always working together. We'll be celebrating with everybody that time. So it's like, but then it's like, if this is the price or the sacrifice our youth will have to make to ensure a better society or a must.
We lost that call. Do call us back 0916 893 1000, 0915 333 4893 and 0911 3333893. These are the numbers to call to be a part of the conversation this morning. All right. While we wait for your calls to come through. Okay, let's move on to other stories this morning. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Salami. I found myself smiling when Mr. Salami was recounting again.
Yes, it's your own experience.
Yes.
I look at what he said. They play around Abule. That time there was no Muslim, there was no Christian. Before these people now came up and put a knife. That's what held us together.
We are human first.
Yes, before
we're black or white, Christian or Muslim.
That is it. That's the way it should be.
All right. 2027 presidency, Atiku's ADC registration sparks storm. Former Edo State Governor, Senator Adams Oshiomhole, and the Deputy National Organizing Secretary. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam. Your name and where you're calling from? How are you doing this morning?
Concerning the security aspect of concerning the Southwest government that makes together concerning insecurity, is a good one and welcome development from them. So I think they will also create another state police, especially in the Southwest, if we know that the Agbekoya, maybe they should employ them more. So with that, we'll be able to combat insecurity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your contribution this morning. She's saying that they should absorb the vigilantes and the likes, Agbekoya, yes, and the likes, so that they can work together, which makes a lot of sense because they know the terrain. You know that once upon a time, whenever we heard about the kidnapping, then they would say that the vigilantes would even go ahead of the police inside the bush because they are more familiar with the terrain. They know where to go.
You see, that's the advantage of having a state police. People recruited within that environment. I grew up to meet forest rangers. You enter bush to go and fetch firewood. You see people in khaki, brown khaki, and green top, and khaki cap. And they will, if you miss your way inside the bush, they know how to bring you out. I grew up to meet them.
All right. Now, keep the calls coming, but we'll continue talking about other things. Former Edo State Governor Senator Adams Oshiomhole and the Deputy National Organizing Secretary of the APC in Zeduru on Monday took a swipe at former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, describing him as a serial loser who has failed to reform or stabilize any political party he has joined. They made the remarks while reacting to Atiku's registration as a member of the ADC, where he officially picked up a membership card earlier in the day. Oshiomhole spoke during a live TV interview, describing Atiku as a serial defector while dismissing his chances in the 2027 election. Isn't it ugly and too soon to go on TV calling your opponents names?
No, you see why I won't say much about what Adams Oshiomhole has just said. What we are facing in Nigeria now does not require people talking anyhow. We are in a dire strait. There is a problem in the land. Whatever, I expected somebody like Oshiomhole to be advising the president on how to tackle insecurity. I expected somebody like him to focus on what is on the ground, not on politics. You understand? But because they are so obsessed with power.
Especially being someone who has once been a Labour leader.
Leave him, because that was the old version of Adams Oshiomhole.
Old version,
yes. He has old version, he has the new version. The old version wouldn't have said what he said, but the new version is now dining from the king's table, so he can speak from both sides of the mouth. But we cannot what he is saying right now. Whether Atiku, this issue came up yesterday. Somebody was asking me, Atiku picking. I said, look, we should forget about.
But should it have come as a surprise? I mean, both Atiku, Peter Obi, Nasir El-Rufai, and the likes were part of the people that came together when the ADC. There have been speculations. It's not new.
My sister, let me tell you something. We are not going to talk politics right now in Nigeria. Anybody talking about politics when there's bloodshed and bloodbath all over the place does not love this country. Adams Oshiomhole should keep quiet. Nigerians are in a money mood. Nigeria is dancing on the head of a needle internationally. America is talking about us. Most of the world are looking at us. Adams Oshiomhole is talking about who picked ticket and who didn't pick ticket. That's a shame to him. We shouldn't be talking about this right now. Our children are still in captivity. So I won't talk much about what he's saying. You understand? Because we are in a money mood in Nigeria. If he is not, I am. You understand? So I will not be here, come here and be talking about who picked ticket or which ticket. Where are they going with the ticket? Where we are today, which ticket are we? Look, Adams Oshiomhole should just keep quiet. Yes, allow Nigerians to mourn and grieve, because we have politicized grief. We have normalized suffering. And we are talking about he's a serial loser. Is that what we need at this point? Is Nigeria not a serial failure? Have we not failed our people? Those children that are kidnapped in the bush right now, has Nigeria not failed them? What advice is Adams Oshiomhole bringing up? What solution is he bringing up to safeguard this country, to secure our land? He's talking about who picked ticket and who didn't pick ticket. Let's go to another story and forget about Adams Oshiomhole.
All right, you can be a part of the conversation this morning. 0916-893-1000, 0915-333-4893, and 0911-3333-893. You say that we shouldn't be talking politics at a time like this, which I agree. I agree with you. However, the major players are doing something different. Just yesterday, a particular state, they were reiterating their support for President Bola Tinubu to run in 2027.
They are not normal human beings, Bola. These people are not normal. If they are normal, they will not be saying what they are saying. They are not. To me, they are not normal. A normal Nigerian will not be talking about 2027 right now. Do you know what it means to carry children inside the bush? Do you know what it means to go to, people went to church to pray. People went there and massacred people. And what are you saying? They are not normal human beings. You know, some people have already, when there is poverty, when you have weaponized poverty, it takes thinking faculty away from people. People won't reason well again. So this is not the time. And if I'm the president of this country, I will tell anybody talking about 2027 to keep quiet. Yes, because this time it calls for a solemn assembly. It does not call for people coming up to talk about of election, picking ticket on the graves, on what ground? You know, people are kidnapped, families are mourning. People are talking about solution to safeguard our country, Nigeria, and you are talking of 2027. Is it not human beings we are going to govern in 2027? When all Nigerians are inside the bush, kidnapped or slaughtered or killed, who will you be as their leader? So it does not. They should put that in as a back burner and let's focus on how do we secure everything in Nigeria right now. Should be how do we secure this space? That's what should engage people who love this country. Not about who picked ticket and who didn't pick ticket. Not about we are solely behind you for 2027. 2027 what? Do you even know whether you'll be alive in 2027? Or do you have debt in your pocket? As Yorubas used to say, Anikulapo. Do you have debt in your pocket? You understand? We should focus on what is the major thing that we need right now. Security of our country should be uppermost in our thoughts and in our prayers and in everything we do. Not about 2027.
All right, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Wilfred.
Good morning to you, sir. Your name and where you're calling from?
Let me put down the radio.
All right.
My name is George. I'm calling you from Oduekun.
Good morning, Mr. George. How are you doing today?
We thank God.
All right, you're welcome. Let's have
see, with the type of response that we are getting, it looks as if whatever we are doing, using money to be calling and giving suggestions, is nothing to anybody. Say, for example, the people they kidnapped, that they were celebrating the president for not going to South Africa yesterday. How many people did they kidnap there? And how many people did they return back? They are now taking some and giving us some, and people are celebrating it. Whoever that is still left in that place, are they not human beings? We are not really serious. We are not serious about what is happening to us. This is how we are going to be playing this game till 2027. And by the end of the election, they will still bring the same people who are putting us into this problem to continue in office. Then we start suffering for another 4 years. And we'll be still calling, and nothing will change. It's unfortunate. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. George. But we'll urge you to honestly not stop doing your bit. You know why? When everyone gets tired and we all stop every form of holding our government to account, what do you think will happen?
That will be total collapse of the system.
Which is why we will urge us in our own little ways
somebody
to continue to challenge the authorities.
Somebody even challenged me and said, all these things you people have been saying all these years, what has happened?
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, the beautiful radio woman.
Good morning, Mr. Mari, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm not very much happy this morning looking at the news we are hearing during this morning. Look at what Oshomole was saying yesterday. There's a saying in Yoruba, the end to Lomo. It is he who knows the pain, to be able to feel the pain. The children that the parents that their children have been adopted, do you expect them to be smiling? Do you expect them to be happy? No. And the government that we are like I said yesterday to someone yesterday, I said there is a kind of foul play in that incident. A kind of foul play. How come that the kidnappers came and they abducted those children in larger numbers, and within a few days, some few days, they are being recaptured, and they were even asking this guy, one of the presidential spokesperson, I forgot his name now. They were asking him yesterday on the national television that were ransom paid. He said no. You and I know we knew where a woman normally gives birth now. We need that what you call an hand that extended to
allegedly. We cannot ascertain this.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, allegedly. But this is Nigeria. We know what really happened. Nothing goes for nothing. You cannot build something on nothing. So the thing is crystal clear. But the quick question now is how do we forestall the subsequent happening of such an event? Because schools have been closed now in most northern states now. Schools have been closed. Just yesterday in Lagos State, the governor of Lagos, Governor Sanwo-Olu, he ensured that there's a robust security architecture in most schools in Lagos, which is a good one. But how do we forestall the further occurrence of this? That is what we should be talking about now. And those Southwest governors that met yesterday, talking about having a state police, the question I want to ask is this: what rifle are they going to be using? Look at the rifle Amotekun is using. Their rifle cannot even move across just some few meters away. Whereas the rifle that those bandits are using can move like 50 meters away, and they have this rifle that what I don't know the name they call it. I mean, it moves faster and faster, and it discharges at a very faster rate. So what is it then that are going to speak to our local security that you want to use? I mean, the state police. So let the government talk on that, so that we can have an end to this menace. May God bless Nigeria and make Nigeria to be moving in a normal way. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mari, for your contribution this morning. Let's quickly talk about the budget, the Oyo State budget. Let's come down to Oyo State, even though there's so much to talk about. The ASU NEC, they've met, or they're still meeting, to know whether they're going to accept what the government has for them as regards, the strike they're currently on. But let's quickly talk about the budget, because it's also very, very important. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde yesterday proposed a 891.99 billion naira appropriation bill for the 2026 fiscal year. That's the budget, as against 684 billion naira, which was approved by the House of Assembly in 2025. The presentation ceremony happened yesterday. He said out of this proposed figure, 389.34 billion naira will be for recurrent expenditure, 502.65 billion naira is for capital expenditure. He further broke it down. The infrastructure sector takes the lead with 210.02 billion naira, education 155.21 billion naira, health sector 70.81 billion naira, agricultural sector 19.99 billion naira, and other multi-sectoral sectors are allocated 435.9 billion naira. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning to you, sir. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Tayo. I'm calling from Ibadan. Yeah, good morning, Mr. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, sir.
I listened to your analysis, and everything you said this morning was well said. Now, I heard you condemning Oshiomhole. That is Nigerian story. You will say it is not enough for President Tinubu to put on his kicking cap. These are his people. See, as you rightly said, Nigeria we are in money mood. We in Oyo State here. We are not even saving in Oyo State. How many kilometers is Ilorin to Kwara State, Ilorin to Ogbomoso? Very few kilometers. We are near. They are already with us now, unless we are defending ourselves. Now it is now left for Senator Tinubu to call our husband, like I did with Buhari when Buhari was the president. The woman will sit down, talk to her husband. When they wanted to drop Tinubu from their cabinet about their she was what I call her husband to order. Look, don't forget Tinubu and his people. They put it to power. It is not left. It's better. See what I'm telling you. Tinubu is not our problem. Our governors are not our problem. They are the advisors, those that are they are the ones. How can you show me be talking of 2027 when people are dying? Daily, people are being slaughtered like rams, kidnapping here and there. Look at what happened in Niger State. It's very, very gruesome now. So it is not left for Senator Remi Tinubu to call her husband. Look, these people that are deceiving you, they want to throw you out of office. Because when you are misadvising Mr. President, and he's taking to your advice, because I said last week that Tinubu has no business going to South Africa. His problem is in Nigeria here. He would have sent somebody like a Minister of Finance to go and represent him for that summit. You are not, although you are trying on the economic side of the country, but are you doing it for the dead? Only the people who enjoyed the so-called economic summit that we went to South Africa for. So please, let somebody tell Tinubu that all this empowerment is going about from one place. She doesn't need it, Joe. Sit down with your husband. Talk to her husband.
Thank you so much,
In
sir.
the second half. Good morning, madam.
Thank you for your contribution this morning. I don't
know. Stop here. You know why I was angry with what Adam Soshomole is saying? If Adam Soshomole's child is in the forest, will he even know that Atiku picked ticket? He won't remember.
All right. The president has brought out the budget. We'll look forward to what
the governor.
The governor. Apologies. The governor will look out for what's going to happen. Yeah. And I'll just use this opportunity to make a call to the ministry that is in charge of the website for the Oyo State budget. Okay. There's a website like that, budget.oyostate.gov.ng.
Okay, it's not really.
Please, let's work. The last post on this website was September 24, 2024.
Imagine.
Please, as much as possible.
They should update people.
Oyo State residents. Update Oyo State.
So that we know.
Yes.
Those who care to know, we know.
Yes, what's happening. Because that's the thing. We need to be very much involved in governance. We can't take any more calls, but we'll take this text on Facebook from Sulaiman Sharif, who says, good morning and kudos to everyone in the studio. I must commend Governor Makinde and other Southwest governors for their stance on state police. The continued advocacy for state policing is long overdue, especially for a region as strategic as the Southwest. The synergy among Oduekun, NSCDC, hunters, and other security agencies is commendable. The Oyo State government plans to deploy 2 surveillance aircraft, the governor talked about it yesterday, and drones to combat security challenges. It really shows the proactive and foresight leadership by GSM. I will urge other governors to follow such steps to secure the Southwest. Meanwhile, just yesterday, Folarin Falana, Falz the Bad Guy, popularly known as Falz the Bad Guy musician, posted on his social media platforms about the insecurity we have in Nigeria. And this is information for people who are listening. For those of you who think that, all the things I've been doing, for the likes of Mr. George, who called and, feels so bitter that, all the things he's been doing, doesn't seem to you the results. You can also reach out to your representatives. We have representatives in the Senate, in the House of Representatives. Reach out to them. These people are supposed to be our door, our pathway, to the president. And so if they're not doing their jobs, we need to remind them that they have a job to do for us. And so he put this website, I'll read it out, www.shineyoureye.org, www.shineyoureye.org. There you're able to check the names of your elected representatives, get in touch with them, write letters to them, and tag them on social media. Let them know that they need to do their jobs. Thank you so much, Chukwemeka.
Thank you for having me, Bola. I think that's a very good one.
Thank you to everyone who called, and thank you so much to everyone who listened. The sports team is coming right up, bringing you the latest stories in the world of sports. But until then, stay tuned to Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio. I am Bolanle Oduekun Ayola. Good morning, and God bless you.
Wholesome Radio.
Please listen to this important information. The views expressed by the interviewee in this program are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Wells Radio 89.3 FM or its affiliated entities. Wells Radio 89.3 FM is committed to providing a platform for diverse perspectives and opinions, and the views expressed by guests on our programs are their personal viewpoints. Wells Radio 89.3 FM does not endorse or take responsibility for the content or opinions expressed by individual interviewees and callers. Thank you.